David Benavidez versus David Morrell as we go to the El Mexicano tail of the tape. It's Morrell with the longer wingspan. He's actually a half-inch taller than Benavidez, and look at the ages. Benavidez turned 28. Morrell tried to give him a belt while he threw it at him. Wasn't exactly the gift he was looking for in their first press conference, but again, in their physical primes, 50-50 fight, undefeated fighters. This is something that has to happen a lot more often in the sport of boxing. It's happening here tonight. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime. Much anticipated featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Samson Boxing, Warriors Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions, as sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours by El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And by the film Last Breath. Make every breath count, starring Woody Harrelson, only in theaters February 28th. This Unification Championship is sanctioned by the WBC President Mauricio Suleiman and the WBA President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the chairman is Dallas Hahn, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside. From Nevada, Tim Cheatham. Also from Nevada, Patricia Morse-Jarman. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. And presenting our third man in the ring, the referee in charge. He will be giving instructions after the introductions, Thomas Taylor. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in a battle of undefeated stars of the sport for the interim WBC and WBA Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's prime time! Introducing to you first on my right, the WBA title holder fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks with silver trim, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Santa Clara, Cuba. He weighed in at 174.2 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 11 wins, no losses, 9 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former WBA super middleweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current hard-hitting southpaw, battle-ready, undefeated, and defending WBA Light Heavyweight World Champion, introducing David Morrell. And his opponent across the ring, the interim WBC title holder on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red camouflage trunks, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Phoenix, Arizona. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 174.2 pounds, undefeated in his tremendous campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is one of the popular stars of boxing today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting two-time WBC middleweight world champion and the current undefeated reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Mexican monster, David El Monstro Benavidez. Once again, our referee in charge is Thomas Taylor, now to give instructions.
Okay, coaches, everything on the white here is going to be good, up. Everything underneath the silver letters and up is going to be good. Gentlemen, you got some very detailed instructions in the back. I want to remind you, protect yourselves at all times, listen to my commands. Touch them up. David, touch them up. Back to your corner.
Referee Thomas Taylor refereeing his first David Morrell fight, refereeing his fourth David Benavidez fight, his third consecutive Benavidez fight. Benavidez didn't want to touch gloves, but he's ready to touch up David Morrell, and Morrell ready to do the same. A shot at undisputed light heavyweight glory goes to the victor. This is round number 1.
Ever since this fight was announced, Morrell has not hesitated to poke the bear, or maybe we should say poke the monster. We're about to find out whether you need to be careful what you ask for, because Benavidez is here.
Yeah, when you got that much power, believe me, you got the confidence in you, and that's Morrell.
The relentless powerhouse that is David Benavidez, the Cuban sharpshooter with ruthless precision that is David Morrell. No matter how you look at this fight, it is an incredible matchup, and what a way to usher in the new year of PBC on pay-per-view. Benavidez walking down Morrell. Morrell, the southpaw, and Benavidez has defeated Demetrius Andrade and Dennis Duglin. He says he loves facing lefties. He hasn't faced a southpaw like David Morrell before.
Certainly not somebody with the speed, explosiveness, and variety of offense that Morrell brings to the table.
And the athleticism.
No question.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's something that Benavidez does well, is adjusting to any style. And we've seen that through Andre, Caleb Plant, this last fight.
Nice combination already by Benavidez, known for putting together multiple punch combinations. Has been a bit of a deliberate starter in his recent fights, but always comes on strong in the second half. But Morrell has an opportunity here in the early going to bank some rounds with that Cuban boxing pedigree.
In theory, but this is a fast start for Benavidez, who's taking it right to Morrell as they meet in the center of the ring here. When Benavidez makes that adjustment mid-fight, it hasn't gone well for his opponents.
Well, Morrell already throwing twice as many punches as Benavidez here in the first round, so great start by Morrell.
You can certainly see the physical shape that Morrell's in for this fight.
Utilizing the real estate already, Abner, utilizing that footwork, the body, changing levels, good defense, and there's that body shot from Benavidez.
Really good defense from Morrell, closing up the gap, closing up the guard, moving to the side angles.
And of course, Benavidez, also known for his underrated defense, loves to be in close, square off that high guard. But now Benavidez sitting down on his punches, ruthlessly attacking Morrell's body.
And we know Benavidez, once he gets those combinations going, there's no stopping him.
Just ask Forky Medina.
What was it, like a 20-punch combination?
The greatest 19-punch combination knockout in boxing history.
Couple of right hooks by Morrell, and he's got a nasty right hook. Also a nasty jab, and there it is. Follows up with the left hand, and these two promise to bring it. They're doing it already here in round number 1.
Good start.
Morrell 10 of 50. Benavidez 11 of 33.
Estás haciendo bien ahí. Lo único que quiero que no bajes mucho las manos.
Don't put your hands out. You're doing good.
Sígueme tirando ya, bajito.
Keep throwing the jab. Bend your knees. Get low.
Deja que tire entre el medio y el cuerpo, lo mismo, ¿ok?
Wait for him to throw, and then I want the inside uppercuts.
Pero bien, si puedes desgastarlo. No sé, ya. Nomás no te vas a tratar de desgastar nada. Está bien.
Don't waste a lot of punches, though.
Pero esas manitas arriba todavía, ¿ok? No se las vas a bajar para nada. Bajito, bien cerradito, moviéndote.
All right, let's look at that opening round action.
Great combination from Benavidez. Ooh, that was a sneaky way to land that right hand. He pulled Morrell's left hand. Look at that. And he got away with that. And then we talk about experience, and that's a move of experienced fighter right there.
Morrell criticized Benavidez by saying he's RoboCop. I'm wondering, was it the Peter Weller or Joel Kinnaman version? Benavidez saying, yeah, you can call me RoboCop. Everyone does. And then after the fight, they changed their tune because, yes, he squares up in front of you, but Benavidez is right in front of you because he's got underrated defense in close, able to use that high guard to parry, block, and frame.
I gotta wonder whether Morrell's ever actually seen RoboCop. Spoiler alert, the robot does well in that one. We're definitely continuing to see this fast start from Benavidez.
But again, and I agree, but Morrell also showcasing what brought him to the dance right there.
The counter shot with his back to the ropes.
And he's an incredible counter puncher. And again, you think about Cuban boxing, you think about that amateur pedigree, the slick footwork, the jabs, the sweet sides. He brings all of that and explosive power.
Yeah, definitely explosive power. So accurate with that left, Morrell. I mean, again, you keep mentioning the power. Benavidez already took a couple of left hands, but
Morrell goes to the body with the left hand and turns and uses the angles. That's something that we don't see a lot from Benavidez, the plodding footwork, but again, shows him well in his strategy. And there, uppercut by Benavidez on the inside.
Morrell shook his head, but he tasted the power on that sequence.
yeah, definitely.
Shocking right hand that misses for Benavidez.
Doesn't just put pressure on you. He drowns you with that pressure, David Benavidez. Look where he's at.
Nice right uppercut and right hook on the inside by Morrell.
I'll tell you what, Morrell might have the quicker feet, the slicker boxer, but he's standing in front of Benavidez and he's willing to trade.
Just like Fedor Emelianenko in MMA, that lead right hand for David Benavidez, a highly effective weapon. We just saw him split Morrell's guard, backing Morrell up to the ropes. But Morrell, high ring IQ, able to pivot away, reset in the center of the ring.
We also saw a big right hand to the body from Benavidez in that sequence, and he told us this in the fighter meetings. He thinks the body work is going to be his ticket to getting a knockout in the second half of this fight.
Nice right hook behind, curls it behind the guard of Morrell. Now Morrell's turn to fight back. Benavidez did go down in the 12th and final round of his first win over Ronald Gavril. More of an off-balance counter shot, but has shown a durable chin since then. And for David Morrell, the same thing has proven. He's got whiskers as well, and is really safe for the fight against Kalajdzic last fight. I mean, David Morrell is 11-0 with 9 KOs for a reason.
It's hard to remember any single rounds he's lost. He's been so dominant.
And what a great effort by both fighters here. World-class championship-level fighting. And there Morrell putting on a show with Benavidez. Morrell's already thrown 100 punches. Benavidez has thrown 28. They each have landed 25.
How we feeling? That's just all. Now that's a champ.
You got some good swelling right here, but nothing that big of a deal.
Every time you get close, you got to go to the body. Go to the body on both sides. Okay? Body on both sides, then you go uppercut. Okay? The hook is going to be there. Now look. When he's close to you, you got to stop moving your head. You're standing too still. Don't stand straight up. I want it side to side. Okay? And then punch on this side or punch on the other side. Okay? Okay?
All right, let's go back to the last round.
No guys reacting. We're just going to keep it going.
Morrell landing that left hand. He landed it a couple of times. Straight right, left hand. Right in the chin of David Benavidez. Benavidez taking it well. And again, Benavidez getting away with that punch. Pulling his left hand down and landing his right hand.
Both fighters really starting to establish already what they do well in there as Benavidez corners Morrell. And look at Morrell fight his way out of the corner. That could be an early sign that he's here to stand his ground.
No, he definitely is. And again, good defense right there from Benavidez again. He pulled straight back in with the high guard.
This is round 3, scheduled for 12. The winner puts himself in the pole position to face the victor of the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight championship. Benavidez feels Bivol did enough to win the first fight. He picks him to win the rematch. And now here Benavidez and Morrell just missing with that right uppercut. Morrell needs to be careful with the showmanship, the gamesmanship.
Yeah, both of them are throwing a lot of punches, but a lot of those punches are being blocked from both sides.
This is great stuff already. Two of the most avoided fighters in the game. They looked at each other and said, let's do it. Let's go through each other to get to where we want to go. That's boxing. That's what you ask for.
Minute and a half, and now we're hearing chants of Cuban, and then Benavidez' fan base trying to drown them out with boos. An electric atmosphere here at T-Mobile Arena. First major main event of the new calendar year, and Benavidez and Morrell already delivering. Benavidez saying, bring it on, let's go!
Yeah, waited a little bit too long there, but now here comes David Benavidez.
Here comes the combinations of Benavidez. Morrell standing tall in a beautiful, crafty combo of his own.
This is man-to-man, but very high skills in the center of the ring.
Not a lot of clean punches, but again, both of them trying.
Now, imagine if this happened on a monthly basis in the sport of boxing, where we would be in the reaching the laurels, because this is exactly what the fans want. And you know what? Not all fighters, and you could talk to them, the big money contracts, the legacies, but you want to leave an impact on the sport. These are the types of fights you need to take, and take them when you're in your physical prime. Don't let them overly marinate.
It's all about daring to be great, and both of these fighters are doing that right now.
Well said, Morrell.
Thank you, sir. And Morrell now putting on, again, trying to disrupt Benavidez' rhythm. Benavidez standing in front of him, good head movement there, avoiding the shot to Morrell. Took some steam off that punch, misses with the left hook. But it's the pressure of Benavidez. And wow, it is close, but the body punches 17-7 for Benavidez through 3 rounds.
You want to look in?
All right, it's good. It's not open. You got to move your head.
Yeah, I got a headbutt, but they're going to review it.
There,
We're going to take a look at it, guys. We're going to take a look at it.
Breathe, relax. Breathe.
Let me know.
No, he's good.
Nothing big, yeah.
Yes, nothing big. Put some Vaseline on that. Water. Give him water. Get some water, David. Where's the mouthpiece? You gotta move your head. And you gotta work the body. Invest in the body. Close your guard.
Round number 4. And immediately Benavidez puts the pressure. Great job by Morrell. Double right hook. And that right hook of his is one of his key weapons. The left hook, of course, of Benavidez, a key weapon. But that lead right hand is also a key weapon for Benavidez.
Believe everything's a key weapon for Benavidez. Well done.
Look at this action in the corner.
Ooh, wow! What a left hand by Morrell. And here comes Benavidez. The light heavyweight division throughout history has been the scene of some of the most intense rivalries, some of the biggest grudge matches. Benavidez and Morrell already delivering.
See a little abrasion above the left eye of Benavidez right now, something to watch closely.
It's from that right left hook from Morrell. Who benefits in this type of fight?
Here's a question I need to ask you guys. Have you ever seen Morrell fight this long off the back, on the back foot?
Never have.
Never have. And that's one thing to answer your question. I wonder how long Morrell can keep up fighting Benavidez' fight in close range against the ropes.
Left hook to the body by Benavidez. The jab from the southpaw, uppercut on the inside by Morrell. They're taking turns. Give and take, the ebb and flow of a high-level boxing main event.
Talk about breaking down a fighter.
And this is what he does. He brings the pressure systematically, breaks him down, but Morrell's still there throwing punches.
This is the first half of the fight, but Benavidez already going downhill with the pressure. Big power shots at close range.
Benavidez known for breaking down his opponents, winning wars of attrition, the accumulation where going in, many thought that Morrell had the more explosive shot-for-shot power. But Benavidez showcasing his wares and Morrell fighting back.
Yeah, he's fighting back, but he's not doing what he's supposed to do, Morrell. He's not moving laterally. He's moving straight back, and that's where Benavidez getting the advantage and landing those punches.
Yeah, much better start for David Benavidez, Brian. As we have mentioned, those deliberate starts. He's on He's on a heater here right now.
He made sure he's not going to actively give away rounds early on. He's going to put that pressure on.
And after we're seeing the defense, the more improved the head movement, the upper body movement, sitting down with the left hook, David Benavidez.
Yeah, he listened to the corner. They told him about the head movement. High guard, get in there. Oh! He just got clipped.
He did get clipped. And now Morrell trying to fight back. Benavidez, though.
Benavidez is not going to hold. He's going to fight through it.
Unbelievable. He got clipped. Morrell now going in, and he's got him rattled again.
Morrell's doing what he said he would do. Punch for punch.
Benavidez down once in his career. Morrell has him on the ropes. Time is going to run out, but drama here in the fourth, and here comes Benavidez. Oh my, what a fight! And Benavidez already landing more punches to the body this fight than any previous Morrell opponent, but all's well that ends. Wow!
Go side to side. Okay? We gotta go side to side. Okay? Here you go. Let him out slow. Okay, now listen. Keep your hands up high. Moving your head side to side. You can go uppercuts. Uppercuts are there. And then look for the body.
And you're going to see that straight right hand from David Benavidez, perfectly placed right in between that guard. And the beautiful combination from David again.
Oh, the uppercut.
Uppercut, 1, 2, 3. But then guess what? Guess what? The left. Oh no, it was the left. A right hook.
Counter.
The hook counter from David Morrell. That hurt David Benavidez.
Wow.
A short shot, but you see right on the chin.
And in that dramatic fourth round, both fighters landing their fight highs. For Benavidez, 30 of 65. For Morrell, 22 of 61. And here is round number 5. Benavidez backing Morrell up. Again, Morrell forced to fight off his back foot, which, again, coming from the Cuban school of boxing, we know is proficient at. But the pressure of David Benavidez is something he's never seen before. And, hey, our unofficial score, Larry Hazard, has it deadlocked at 38 apiece. So, very, very intense battle and just as competitive and exciting as we had hoped.
Each time it looks like Morrell may be on the verge of succumbing to the pressure of Benavidez. He lands one of those
something big,
explosive counter shots from a weird angle. He's still giving Benavidez something to look at here. With
lead right hook by Morrell lands. Jab misses, another miss. There's Benavidez slipping these shots. Subtle head movement. Remember, early in his career, that head remained on center line. And after, when you talk about head remaining on center, that's where you're in the danger zone.
In the danger zone, and that's what happened in the last round. Benavidez, you got to move that head. You got clipped. You can't do that against a power puncher like Morrell. The pressure's good for David Benavidez. The aggression, the volume, but it's just the head movement.
Gabriel on the front of Morrell's trunks. He's fighting for more than just his pride, his legacy. He's fighting for his family, including his son, Gabriel Benavidez. Of course, earlier we saw him enter the arena with his family, including his 3-year-old baby, Anthony, who's already a big deal on Instagram, showcasing his skills as a prize fighter. A minute left here in the 5th. And now Benavidez on the ropes again. You don't want to be, and there's a nice counter left hook upstairs by Benavidez, goes downstairs, rips a left to the body.
That was smart from David right there, Benavidez.
And Morrell comes back. Level change by Morrell, gets clipped.
You know, the biggest question we had coming in, for as dynamic as Morrell is, does he have the backbone to stand at this range and trade with Benavidez? So far, so good, although he certainly has to be careful against a bully like the Monstro.
Yeah, and he just got popped with the left hand, and Morrell now along the ropes leads with the left, and there's Benavidez leading to the body with the left. Nice right hand, another right to the body by Benavidez, and he is doubled up. Total connects to the body, outlanding Morrell to the flanks 2-1.
That body shot hurt David Morrell. Definitely did.
Not to mention that short right hand at close range.
Terrific stuff at the highest level possible.
Let's go, let's go. We're doing good, we're doing good.
How are you doing, David?
No era nada, David. No era nada. No era absolutamente nada. Una pinche vergoñadita nomás.
He has nothing. Now this is nothing. It's not a cut. Listen, you're all right.
No te quiero ver muy parado. Bajito.
Don't stand straight forward.
Respira.
I want you to bend those knees. Get low.
Bien. Ya está bien cansado. Nomás no te me vas a confiar, ¿ok? Ya está.
And then right when we thought that Benavidez was in trouble, on the ropes, nope. He caught that punch, catch, and shoot. Here it is. Perfectly timed for David Benavidez and finish to the body.
Light heavyweight boxing has seen some of the most intense rivalries and rush matches in the sport's history. Archie Moore versus Joey Maxim, Matthew Saad Muhammad versus Marvin Johnson, Roy Jones Jr. versus Antonio Tarver, Michael Spinks versus Dwight Muhammad Kawhi. You want me to keep going? Well, David Benavidez and David Morrell want to add their names to that illustrious list, and they're off to a fantastic start.
These two Davids are already giving us our two favorite things, ebbs and flows in this boxing match. They're taking turns getting off their shots, but right now Benavidez succeeding at putting Morrell in the corner.
And as a big Andre Ward guy, got to bring up Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward as part of that.
And what true champions do, they get off the deck and handle their business.
This is round number 6. Morrell again on the back foot, more than we have ever seen him thus far in his career against the guy who is known for relentless pressure. I guess it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, although maybe we'd like to see more of Morrell's footwork. Using the angles to escape out of the line of fire he is stuck in right now.
Yeah, but still so dangerous. Morrell on his back foot. As we know, he's got great timing. You get time Benavidez coming in or opening.
How much bullying, though, can Morrell deal with? That's going to be the equation he's going to have to watch closely, especially if he's going to allow Benavidez to operate at this space.
Benavidez continues to attack the body with relish. And has Morrell now with that high peekaboo guard. Morrell not throwing back and gets clipped with the left hook. The guard proving to be porous. That left uppercut rattled Morrell. Backs him up. And there's another left uppercut. Benavidez putting on a clinic, and Morrell needs to find a way to slow Benavidez down. Now Morrell fighting back. Incredible stuff.
I'll take your best and I'll answer right back, Abner.
I'll raise you. We're in Vegas. And they are all in, my friends. Under a minute left in the 6th. Oh, the uppercut. Morrell changing levels but got clipped. And you're right, now it's Morrell that's putting the pressure on Benavidez.
That's good scouting from Benavidez' team right there.
Oh, another uppercut.
Knowing Morrell often changes levels, will dip down to explode.
Thank you. Good timing there, but man, Morrell, like Abner said, beginning to push Benavidez back a bit, but Benavidez throwing those uppercuts and landing and missing with that left hook to the body.
Yeah, he's going to entertain you with those uppercuts, and believe it or not, sooner or later he's going to switch it to a hook.
Morrell, beautiful bobbing and weaving, lands that lead right hook, curls it around the guard of Benavidez. Benavidez again with the lead right hand to the body. Final 10 seconds of the first half of what has been a terrific matchup as we expected again. Benavidez unloading uppercuts. Morrell backpedaling.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Are you not entertained? Well, these fans are here in Vegas. There's Karina and hey, we mentioned, and Anthony, we got to mention baby Chloe there as well. One of David Benavidez' children, again, Karina Silva, David Benavidez' significant other. They're enjoying life in Miami these days, and we are enjoying this fight.
Hands up, and that beautiful uppercut you're landing. Inside uppercut.
We didn't get that.
Listo. Me das un poquito de vaselina, dame. Ahí está. Pero muy bien, le estás dando una putiza, nomás no te me vayas a confiar.
And we're going to talk about the uppercut that the corner wants from David Benavidez. Here it is. Beautiful inside uppercut, sneaky uppercut.
Stand that white letter for me, baby.
Almost seemed like he was trying to go for the body and just switched it on the air.
Interesting. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sharp uppercut.
about Benavidez looking into the camera. I think he said
something.
You're in El Monstro's world, and that's something that he was telling Morrell.
You're right, and you look at the CompuBox stats here as we begin the second half of this 12-round tilt. Morrell has thrown, well, now they're even at 283 each in terms of punches thrown, but Benavidez has landed 110 total punches compared to just 77 for him.
And you would think you'd be a little bit more cautious after being clipped like David Benavidez was, but no, he's being the ferocious, the monster that he always is, putting that pressure. I mean, he took that punch really well.
And Benavidez amongst the CompuBox leaders in terms of power punch connection percentage. He's landing 47% of his power punches here thus far tonight, which is sensational as he goes back to the body and misses with that swooping left hook upstairs.
Benavidez lets all the power go on these hooks to the body.
Saw that, yeah. A little polo punch for sure to the body.
And Benavidez has already landed more power punches than any previous Morrell opponent.
That's the thing, we're not used to seeing Morrell get hit on the regular through 11 pro fights. He's dealing well with the power,
yes,
but the volume is starting to really pick up round by round for Benavidez.
And you look at the body shots landed round by round, and it's all a monster.
I like what David Benavidez did right there. He took a little side step and tried to get that uppercut in.
Right uppercut lands, but there's a counter left hand right down the middle by Morrell. Morrell with those level changes, as Abner and I mentioned, needs to be careful.
Big deep breath there from Morrell after that body shot.
Yeah, it's definitely taking a toll on David Morrell.
Benavidez hands a little lower, used to having that high peekaboo guard, but maybe setting the trap potentially to set up a counter opportunity, but has to be careful. Under minute left in the 7th. Nice combination from Morrell.
Morrell's got to be careful about leaving his hands down as he does.
Both guys.
Both guys.
Especially Benavidez. There, he usually goes automatically back to the high guard, now trying to do so, which of course can open up opportunities to the body. Man, those uppercuts by Benavidez.
He's such an anomaly, Benavidez, in boxing. He's a bully who's got some of the best plus-minus numbers in terms of efficiency and defense in this sport. Maybe his offense is his best defense, but he's very responsible for being such a big puncher who looks to walk you down.
That stands right in front of you, you're right. Both going to the body. All missing with that left.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen. Hit the bell.
Come on, champ. Champ, I need a deep breath from you. Give me a deep breath. Come on. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Give me some water. Rinse that out, rinse it out. Okay, now give me a drink. Give me a drink, champ. Okay, champ, now listen. You got to listen, okay? Look, I want you to back him up this round, okay? I want your hands moving. I want you to go in the body, and then I want you to come up top with the hooks and then the uppercuts, okay? Come on, champ. You got to suck it up now. Let's go. Time to go to work. Okay? Come on, you got this, baby. You can go.
Let me see it.
A Morrell opponent has never landed more than 16 power shots in a round against him. Benavidez has done just that in 2 of the last 4 rounds. As we begin round number 8, and Benavidez again continues to march forward.
Yeah,
Morrell backing up.
Even though the corner Morrell told him it's your turn to push Benavidez back, easier said than done. But then again, I think that Morrell starts pushing Benavidez back, I think he's going to create openings for Benavidez. Once he starts letting his hands go, Benavidez is going to take advantage of that.
Brian, in the last 3 rounds, Benavidez has a 63-35 edge in punches landed.
And I talked about poking the bear, in this case the monster. Very rarely in professional sports do you see people perform better emotional. Benavidez is one of those rare fighters, and when Morrell says, I don't believe in monsters, he's making him believe it right now the way Benavidez is fighting.
Benavidez jabs to the body. Meanwhile, Morrell tries to jab but continues to backpedal. Now launches a left that was partially blocked by the high guard of Benavidez.
We're seeing a lot better jab now from Benavidez. Walking in forward. The throwing that straight jab.
And total punches landed. Big edge for Benavidez. Oh, there's a counter left from Morrell.
It's got to be more than one punch at a time.
Yes, I was going to say the same. And there it is, though. We just saw it. Double right, the jab, the right hook, and then the left hand. Need to see more combinations from Morrell. And there's another combination, but now the left's from Benavidez. Oh, beautiful short left hand by Morrell before the escape. Now Morrell's putting together combinations. He heard us. Nice.
Just question, how much can he standing right in front of Benavidez? How many more rounds can he continue to take this punishment?
Benavidez framing Morrell, then going to the body, leads with the left hook upstairs, lands, curling behind the guard. Morrell goes to the body, gets countered upstairs. Beautiful evasion there by Benavidez. Pull back, looking for that pull counter, goes to the body with the right. Left open, the opportunity upstairs for the counter. Morrell didn't bite, but he does land the right uppercut on the inside.
Yeah, Morrell has just never seen this fighting style ever. He's used to knocking these guys out, knocking them down, pushing them back, bullying him. And guess what? The bully, the monster is here.
He's the bigger guy, physically, allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, the bully doesn't just stop coming after you. He somehow gets better as the fight progresses. That's the tough equation Benavidez' opponents have to deal with.
Corralled in the corners. Morrell trying to find an escape route. Benavidez keeps him in front of him. Morrell beginning ever so slightly to just tire a bit, known for that conditioning, known for his stamina, as is Benavidez. But again, pressure from Benavidez. Nice jab from Morrell.
That's a big right hand there from Benavidez from short range.
Good, good, good.
Vamos muy bien.
We're doing really good.
Por tu familia, por todo.
For your family, David.
Estás haciendo una muy buena pelea.
You're doing a really good job.
Ese güey está cansado, ¿ok?
Really good fight.
No te me confíes, no te
He's
me confíes.
tired.
No te me vayas a confiar.
Don't get confident, though.
Espérame.
Wait.
Follow through. It wasn't intentional. No me lo mueven tanto.
Don't move the cut. Let me work on it.
Okay. Respira, agarra.
Breathe in.
Ya estás dando una putiza, ya está listo de irse. Nomás mucho cuidado y no me vayas a bajar las manos, ¿ok? No me bajes las manos. Okay. Muy bien. David, aquí entrenamos duro para esta mano. Agarra aire. David, number 9.
And we're going to see that educated left from David Benavidez to the body. As a hug.
Speaking of body shots, as we begin round 9, Benavidez has landed 3 times as many body shots as any previous Morrell opponent. Came in with 3 times as much professional experience, and that experience on display here against David Morrell.
Let's not forget what Benavidez said. The body work would be his ticket to the knockout. He still has to be wary of that one-punch power of Morrell, but Benavidez putting together some great rounds here.
And Morrell unable to jab at all, just trying to block, and he needs to establish the stick, as our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, has David Benavidez opening up a 4-point advantage, again unofficially. But as Brian, you mentioned it, and as anyone who's followed David Benavidez's career, the longer this fight goes, the better he gets.
You saw between rounds, though, Benavidez' corner was addressing above his right eye. A tiny cut, it seems like, not becoming an issue as of now.
And people can say, wait a minute, what about against Gvozdyk? And we've just mentioned, he went in with injured hands, you guys. The tools of his trade, not to make an excuse, and he would be the first not to make it, but he still dominated Gvozdyk in the end. And now, trying to do the same here to David Morrell, absorbing all this punishment. Morrell, how much resistance can he continue to give as he eats these body shots, the uppercuts to the face? David Benavidez beginning to try to close the show here in the ninth, but Morrell fights back valiantly. Uppercuts of his own.
Morrell not going away quietly.
No, definitely not. That was a good exchange.
Good 3-punch combination by Morrell. Right hook by Morrell lands.
This This is what you get when you get a fully healthy David Benavidez, who, as you mentioned, had that tendon torn in his right hand, the fractured knuckle in his left hand. He said he couldn't do strength and conditioning. Still got the win against a world-class opponent in his divisional debut. But look at him tonight.
Body shot from Morrell.
A lot more punches thrown by Morrell in this round.
And now both of them obviously finding their footing at 175 as they face off with each other here. And both have thrown almost the same amount of punches, but Benavidez has landed precipitously more. But Morrell trying to find a way on, but just backing up on that back foot and not throwing a lot, not initiating, waiting to go there, and the counter from Benavidez. Oh, there's a right hook that landed from Morrell.
Time right there. What's up, champ?
Listen, we got to keep it up, though. Okay? We got to keep doing that. Okay? We got to keep doing that. Everything is good. Keep your hands high. Keep moving your head. Okay? When you're standing right in front of him, you got to keep moving your head. But you got to punch behind it. Okay? Look, remember the drill. Remember the drill we worked on? Huh? Okay. Champ, this is where I put it in. I put the drill in for a reason. Okay? Now you can do it. Okay? Move both hands. Okay? It don't have to be hard. But when you see the hard shot, that's when you take it. Okay?
Here we are in round 10, but in that 9th round, and here, you know, in these stages, David Benavidez proving to be more economical, but always as efficient. 23 of only 47 in that 9th round, compared to 18 of 57 by Morrell. Morrell's throwing more punches, but not landing as much.
Benavidez took a little bit off his fastball that round. Wasn't as active, though. It still seemed to get the better of the exchanges. But how about in the corner, the legendary trainer Ronnie Schultz trying to will his fighter Morrell to make this comeback, stay in this fight.
Yeah, they like what they saw in that last round, but again, it had to do a lot with Benavidez.
And we
not
saw
throwing as much.
Benavidez outland Morrell as he's done throughout this fight. The only round I sing there, round 2 for Morrell. But it's been all Benavidez in terms of the offense. Not surprising in that respect, but we've yet to see the crisp counters of David Morrell. With regularity.
And the one thing we said coming in, what separates these two? It's the big fight experience. Benavidez has nearly 3 times as many professional rounds as Morrell, who just has 11 pro fights. And you're seeing some of that in terms of how Benavidez is managing his rounds.
I was actually surprised why people have this fight 50-50. I get the power that Morrell possesses, but again, the experience, Benavidez just shown us that he can adjust to any style, period.
And he's fought some difficult ones when you consider someone like Demetrius Andrade.
No doubt.
You look at that run, I mean, David Lemieux, the Caleb Plant fight, Demetrius Andrade, Alexander Gvozdyk. You know, people call him a weight bully at 168. Well, he's bullying David Morrell here at 175. This kid, Benavidez, now 28, but at 13 he weighed 250 pounds. Lost 80 pounds in a year, and you talk about a guy with conditioning and stamina. It's incredible because this is exactly what his modus operandi is. Less than a minute left in the 10th.
And you got to give Benavidez credit. Look, he won a world title at age 20, but he's matured in front of our eyes. There was thoughts that maybe he didn't have the work ethic as other
tested
fighters.
Positive for cocaine, stripped of the title. Scale failed, stripped of the title. But boy, he's found his form since. Look at him now.
A little trinkle of blood coming out of the nose of Benavidez right there.
Yeah, I see that. Definitely a jab from Morrell, something that we have not seen this fight a lot from Morrell, the jab.
There's that lead right hand, one of the money makers for Benavidez. That lands. There's a couple jabs from Benavidez, and Benavidez's jab is a bludgeoning one. It's a weapon, not just a rangefinder. 15 seconds left in the 10th. Nice counter right, chopping right hand by Benavidez. Oh, okay, wow, little alley shuffle. hand again by Benavidez.
Put some blood on his head. Water, water.
Muy bien, David. Muy bien.
You're doing really good, David. Really good.
Vamos con todo.
Really proud. Let's go with everything.
Dios está con nosotros. Dios está con nosotros.
God is with us. God is with us.
Muy duro para llegar aquí.
You trained too hard for this.
Respira, respira. Trabajaste muy
Breathe,
duro, no hay
breathe.
duda.
You worked really hard for this.
Muy
We want that hand raised.
bien.
We're doing really good. Let's go.
Let's go, gentlemen. 11. David, 11.
T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. This is round 11. This battle of undefeated light heavyweights going mano a mano. David Benavidez has stopped 7 of his last 9 opponents. Only Caleb Plant and in his last fight, Alexander Vosdik have gone the distance. And our Jordan Plant, speaking of the Plant family, reporting that, not surprisingly, Morrell's corner saying you need a KO to win.
So into that time of the fight, the championship rounds.
And Benavidez has shattered the record for most total punches landed by any previous Morrell opponent. The previous record was 102 in Morrell's last fight against Kalajic. For Benavidez, it's 189 and counting.
So aggressive, so efficient. This is what pound for pound looks like right here, David Benavidez.
No doubt. And now this round we're seeing Morrell, well, at least at moments, trying to push Benavidez back, trying to steal these last rounds like his corner told him that they needed him.
Those left hooks to the body continue to reap rewards, as do the rights. All the body work of David Benavidez.
But that high guard from David Benavidez, just closing.
Uppercut on the inside, Morrell misses. Body shot, countered there by Morrell, but it's a chopping right hand again that finds a home for Benavidez. The lead right, very effective, as we've seen throughout his career. Morrell trying to sit down on his punches now, coming forward. Left uppercut, right hook, body shot. Morrell now has Benavidez on the ropes and again lands some punches, but Benavidez blocking a lot of these shots.
Yeah, definitely blocking a lot of those shots, and Benavidez telling him, come, come.
Trying to lull Morrell into a place that Benavidez would love to land that finishing blow. He said he would break Morrell's face. Morrell putting up a brave face, but needs to amplify his offense. Time is of the essence here now. Less than a minute remaining in the penultimate round.
I think Morrell tired himself out. He threw a lot of punches, a lot of missed punches.
Well, it takes such a physical toll fighting someone with the style and size of Benavidez.
It has not been the high output fight that we used to see from Benavidez. And it's ruled a knockdown by referee Thomas Taylor.
5, 6, I know you're going 7, 8, 3 was.
And just like that, here in the 11th, Morrell sends Benavidez to the canvas for the second time in his career. And now Morrell has the advantage in one statistic, but Benavidez looking to make a paper, and he caught him again with the counter. Oh, wow.
That was well after the bell.
Well after the bell, but looking at the replay.
Come here. No, come here.
Wow.
We'll take it one
And the point is being deducted just like that. The knockdown has been erased. Morrell's knockdown will null and void after a point deduction for punching after the bell. You talk about high drama.
I told you guys, do not hit after the bell. Have a seat.
And referee Thomas Taylor considered one of the best in the sport. And that is the first point deduction of Morrell's career. Bowder, take us through this action.
Beautiful combination from
There it is after the bell.
Right after the bell, and that hurt David Benavidez. after the battle.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You gotta think now. This is the last round. Okay? I need you on his ass. Both hands.
Ronnie Shields apoplectic.
Relax, relax. Your hands up. We already won the entire fight. Just close your guard.
Are you guys ready for the 12th and final round?
It's not over till it's over.
Unbelievable stuff in the 11th, but you talk about ring IQ, and for David Morrell, that was a big mistake he made, Brian, because he knocked down Benavidez in the 11th, and just like that, it was taken away with the point deduction, the first point deduction of his career.
Morrell needed to be dramatic here in the championship rounds.
And the commission has confirmed after looking at the replay, it was a knockdown. Morrell has to go all out. Ronnie Shields screaming at him in the corner. You've got to think. I think the time for thinking is done. He's got to let it all hang out, and Morrell trying to do just that here now.
It's all or nothing for Morrell.
Right hand to the body by Benavidez, and he rocks Morrell with the left. And Benavidez now sitting down on his punches, clipping David Morrell. Morrell fires back with a couple of right hooks, followed by a left.
Wow, what a close of the round, what a close of the fight. Both standing right in the center of the ring, exchanging blows.
For as heated of a build as this was, these two let it all hang out here over 12 rounds.
Jab from Benavidez. Morrell. A minute 40 left. Uppercut lands again for Benavidez. Morrell misses with the right. Morrell needs to open the floodgates. Yes, it's been a hard-fought battle. Benavidez bringing the fight to Morrell, but Morrell now tries to come forward, eats a left hook.
Morrell has a cut below his right eye. You can see the swelling intensifying
under both eyes. Uppercuts occurred, that's the reason.
Benavidez not on cruise control. He's continuing to walk Morrell down here in the final round.
They promised to deliver a knockout finish. They have 1 minute left to do so.
When there's ever Benavidez in cruise control. That guy's always fighting.
That's not how a monster behaves.
Definitely not throwing as many punches as he's used to, but still as dominant as he's ever been. But can he close the show? Morrell trying to come back, trying to find that Hail Mary. Oh, flash your heads. Under a half a minute remaining. Lead left hook lands for Benavidez. They have thrown over 1,000 combined punches. Benavidez with a huge edge in total punches landed. Huge edge in total body shots landed. Total jabs landed. Power punches. It's all David Benavidez as he looks to go to 30-0. And after all of the animosity, this is how you forge respect. This is how you earn each other's respect, and they are showing each other the respect after going through 36 grueling minutes of the highest level of boxing one can witness.
What an effort from both fighters, but Benavidez backed up what he said coming in. Do you believe in monsters now? That's the message delivered ultimately, and a fantastic performance, but no slouch David Morrell here in that fight.
And yeah, go on social media right now. Oh, there was no finish. You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying. What a fight. And I love this, Abner. I love the fact that they are
mutual respect
showing the respect.
Of course.
Although, a word of advice for David Benavidez in the future, and I think you did a great job of promoting the fight. Don't say you're just promoting the fight and you hate each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about respect. It's all about the sweet science, the savage science
But it's another way for him to motivate himself.
Sure.
To push
And people
himself.
thought maybe, as we talked about, he would be too emotional and maybe hurt himself in the early stages of the fight. He was as calm, cool, collected as he's ever been, and steady throughout the fight. And now we take a look at the highlights for one of the most anticipated fights. And yes, it's only February, but boy, did they deliver.
Did they deliver ever? David Benavidez with the body punches, the uppercuts, combinations. 1, 2, 3, 4 punches from David Benavidez. There's a perfectly timed uppercut. But then again, David Morrell would stand his own. He would throw back. Land beautiful jabs. Keep David Benavidez entertained with those shots as well. And there's a knockdown.
Yep, right hook.
A lot of bellies there too, but he touched them. And then the punch that came right after that.
And that took away the knockout.
That was a great referee call, though.
The referee, Morrell scores the knockdown, and then later in the round, suffers his first point deduction. But right at the end of the fight, they embrace, looking at CompuBox totals, and it's David Benavidez, most landed power and most total punches landed against any previous Morrell opponent. David Benavidez proving indeed there is a new monster in the light heavyweight division. Do the judges agree? Jimmy Lennon Jr. is about to tell us.
What I tell you, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Steve Weisfeld and Patricia Morse-Jarman, both scored the bout 115 to 111. Judge Tim Cheatham sees it 118 to 108, all three in favor of the winner. He is now the unified WBC Interim and WBA Light Heavyweight World Champion, the Mexican Monster, David El Monstro Benavidez.
Benavidez' wife, Karina, overcome with elation as David Benavidez improves to 30-0 and now on the cusp of the biggest fights of his career. Let's go inside the ring with Brian Campbell.
David Benavidez. All week long, David, your opponent talked about it. He didn't believe in monsters. You seem to make a believer out of everyone tonight.
Yeah, he knows whose world this is. This is Monstro's world. You know what it is. But big shout out to Morrell. He took a tough test. You know, I know he was going to be a tough fighter. That's why I prepared so hard for this, and I'm just happy that the people were able to get a good show tonight. Y le quiero dar las gracias a toda mi gente, toda mi raza, toda la gente de México, toda mi gente de Phoenix, Arizona, Los Ángeles, California, Seattle, Washington, y también la gente de Cuba también. Los quiero mucho.
This was a tense fight from the start. Did anything surprise you in there tonight?
No, not really, because I prepared for everything. I knew he was a great fighter, so I had to be on my P's and Q's. Head movement was good, defense was good. To be honest, I thought he was going to hit harder, but he didn't.
The fight got a little bit chippy in the second half, including in round 11 when he hit you after the bell was deducted a point. How hurt were you by that shot?
I wasn't really hurt, but it was after the bell, you know what I mean? But that was a little bullshit-ass knockdown, though. The motherfucker got me out balanced, but, you know, it is what it is. But, like I said, it was a good fight.
You seem to start a little bit faster, a little bit quicker than we're used to seeing. How important was that against maybe arguably the toughest opponent on paper you fought in your career?
He was easier to hit than I expected, so every opportunity I seen, I took, I went for it.
You continue to show that you're not waiting for anyone. You're executing your own career on your own terms. How big of a win is this performance in the career of David Benavidez?
This is the biggest career of my win so far, because look at all the people who came out and supported me. And this is amazing. And this is a dream come true for me. You know what I mean? I never thought at 28 years old, I'd fill up the T-Mobile Arena. Look at all these people that came and support me. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
You're a proven pay-per-view star, one of the pound-for-pound best in this game. Where do you go from here?
I just want to be the best of my era, and whoever they need me to fight next, I want to unify all 4 titles. So if that's next, that's next.
Congratulations on a incredible performance.
I just want to give a big shout out to David Morrell, though. He's a hell of a fighter, and I know he's going to have a lot of great fights ahead of him in the future.
Thank you so much, David.
Thank you, guys. Oh, no. Also, I want to dedicate this fight to Samson Lukawitz's wife. You know, I just want to let you know that you're in our prayers and we love you.
Here with David Morrell, Abner Mares will translate. David, a very heated fight. What are your thoughts on your performance tonight?
¿Cómo viste esta pelea?
Too close. I know this is a close fight. You know, the referee is for him. It's a authority. This fight, I understand, because it's boxing, the life. You know what I mean? Someday you win and someday you lose. So this night it's my turn. You know, God wanted this night. It's my turn a lot, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. Only I have 27 years old, so I'm younger. You know, one more. First God, second opportunity. Thank you, Benavidez, the team Benavidez too, for this opportunity. Hey guys, David Morrell is done, baby. No, he's done. I'm not done. Hell no. Hell no.
David, there was a lot of bad blood in the build to this. Is that all behind the two of you now after this performance?
Entre ustedes dos, ¿eso ya se acabó después de esta pelea?
You know, for my past, it's never bad blow. You know, I'm good. Every time I'm happy, every time I'm feel great. You know, so this moment I feel great too. It's a good show for everybody right here. So you know, that's it. I mean, I feel good. I feel good. You see, one bad blood, it's my fault. You know, I want to bad back. So for me, everything's good.
Where do you go from here, David?
¿Qué sigue para ti después de esto?
Man, right now, you know, come by my house for my family. Is right here. Sit in my house and watch it. Watch this fight. What you know, they're not good for this fight. And come back to the Houston for more practice, more, you know, for more, training more hard. This time, he first got Benavidez the second fight, so I want to fight him again. You know what I mean? I know I can win. I can win him. So this fight is my turn low, so no, you know, no worry, it's good. So the life is done, the boxing is done. I mean, you know, I'm very good.